Hi Gemini, welcome to my channel Lakes View. My name's Aleka. I am new to YouTube. If this is your first time stopping by, thank you so much for giving my video a shot. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I love you. You don't understand how much it means to me. So we're supposed to be going over what you need to heal for the month of August. Okay, we're going to go over what you need to heal, what's blocking you from healing, and then I'm going to leave you guys with some advice. The Wheel of Fortune just popped out in reverse for you. Okay, so you may need to heal from a loss in a sense. This may be a financial loss. You could have lost out on a position that you thought you were going to get. Maybe you were feeling really hopeful about a job or an opportunity, and it just didn't work out in your favor, okay? Wow, your reading really did want to get started. So tell me more about this Wheel of Fortune in reverse for Gemini. Wheel of Fortune in reverse for Gemini. Okay, the High Priestess in reverse. You didn't know something. Because you didn't know something, it blocked you from an opportunity. You weren't aware of something, some form of information that would have helped you get what you wanted. It would have helped you with your results. So some of you could have taken an exam and maybe you did not study enough, and this resulted in you not doing your best. Some of you could have been applying for a job that you thought you were a little underqualified for. So because of your lack of knowledge, this counted against you and you didn't get the position. I'm sorry if this is resonating with you, but if you are a person that this is resonating with, do understand that even our disappointments are learning experiences, and that when things don't go the way we wish they would have gone, we have to ask ourselves, what could we have done differently to make the outcome turn out in our favor, okay? I once applied for a job that I was entirely underqualified for. I had never done any work like this before, but I did all my research on the position. I learned everything that I would need to know in order to do that position, so that when I had my interview, I presented myself like a person who knew what they were talking about, even though I didn't. Okay? So remember that it is always important to do your homework. And when I say do your homework, I'm saying do your research. Make sure you know what you're getting yourself into. Do not underestimate certain things. Do not underestimate certain tests. Even if you're a person who normally is a wonderful test taker, even if you're a person who's very good at winging it with some things, because I'm great at winging it. When I wing it, I do my best. But once in a while, I do have to do the work. You know, not everything will come that easy. Anything worth having is worth putting a little bit of effort into. Okay, Gemini? What does Gemini need to heal for the month of August? Okay, you need to have patience, Gemini. This is what I'm saying. Slow and steady wins the race, okay? Do your homework. Do your time. Take your time with learning things, okay? Do not rush the process. I feel the need to tell you that. I feel like you're looking for immediate results for something, and what you need to understand is it's important not to rush the process. It's important that you go through every single step individually, because every single step you will learn a new lesson, a lesson that will help you towards your bigger goal towards the end, okay? I hope I'm making sense to you guys. What is blocking Gemini for the month of August? What is blocking Gemini? Ten of Cups. So the Ten of Cups is an ultimate wish fulfillment card, okay? And I feel like this goes hand in hand with what I just said. You're worried about the end result too much, okay? Yes, the end result is important because it's important to stay focused and remember what the goal is, but you also have to understand that all the intermediate steps in between are just as important. Okay, Gemini? So I don't want you to get so fixated on the outcome that you forget to stop and smell the roses and be present and notice everything around you and take everything in as it's happening in real time, and take everything that you're learning in real time and apply it as you go along, so that You get better results toward the end, and you actually reach your 10 of Cups. Okay? What is blocking Gemini? What is blocking Gemini? Okay, maybe there's a sense of competition here. There may be people or other circumstances that are in your way, preventing you from reaching these goals or taking these steps. There could also be people in your corner who are not necessarily rooting for you the way you think they are. You may have some secret haters, Gemini. You may have people wishing bad on you. When I say wishing bad on you, it doesn't mean they're doing it intentionally, but there may be people who are in your environment who may get a little jealous when they hear about your success when it comes to certain things. There may be people in your environment who, they want you to do good, but they don't want you to do better than them. Those kind of people. Be able to dissect people, be able to dissect your friends, and be able to see who's real and who's not. Okay? What else do we need? What else do we need for Gemini? Okay. So the Three of Swords popped out. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You're being impatient and you're not trusting the process, Gemini. And then we have the Five of Cups. Okay, the Five of Cups definitely lost again. And with the Three of Swords, there's definitely some sort of disappointment. So this is going hand in hand with what I said in the beginning of the reading when I said you undergone a sense of loss or disappointment where something did not turn out the way you had planned or wanted it to. And I feel like this message is coming up again because it's important for you to know that things are not always going to go the way we plan, okay? But it doesn't mean things won't still happen, all right? It doesn't mean that we still won't get what we want in the end. That just means we kind of have to put things on pause for a second, reevaluate, and just reconstruct the plan a little bit. All right, Gemini? What advice do we have for the sign of Gemini? Advice for Gemini. Advice for Gemini. Okay, the Queen of Swords and the Moon card came out. So I'm getting a sense of cutting people off. And when I say cutting people off, I'm feeling like there are people, I feel like there are people in your environment, like I said earlier, who are secretly not really in your corner the way you think they are. And I feel like you need to identify who these people are and you need to deal with them accordingly, whatever that means to you. I would say to definitely slowly but surely detach, okay? And I'm not saying everyone is a horrible person, but there are some people who are a little bit afraid to see you succeed. When you're around bad vibes, the Magician came out in reverse. So yeah, a lack of making something happen. Something is not manifesting. Like I said, it's not happening, it's not coming to fruition. I get the sense that you're around a lot of toxic and negative people, Gemini. And toxic and negative people are people who are low on ambition. People who constantly speak about negative things. People who constantly speak about other people. All right? Pay close attention to the friends who gossip with you about other people. Don't think that you're exempt from that gossip. All right, Gemini? So I want to pull a self-care card from the Sacred Self-Care Oracle deck for you. This is how I'm going to end the reading. A message for Gemini. Ending message for Gemini. Ending message for Gemini. Ending message for Gemini. Make a meal. All right, so immediately when I saw make a meal, and as I'm looking at all of these ingredients, it reminded me what I said to you about the intermediate steps leading towards the end result. So when you're making a meal, or when you're cooking, or when you're doing anything that requires steps, it's important that you follow directions and the instructions to a T, right? If you're following a recipe, it's important that if you want it to come out a certain way, it's important that you follow the steps one by one. You get your vegetables, you get your utensils that you're gonna need to cook, you get your pots, you get your pans, you do your research, you look up how high you need to have the heat on the stove, you do all of those things, and all of those things matter in order for the food to come out a certain type of way. If you cook it on lower heat, things tend to cook slower, right? And usually when it cooks slower, it gets more tender and moist. When you cook it on a higher heat, yes, it cooks a lot quicker, but sometimes you don't get to savor it the way you would have if you would have taken your time and put it on the low heat and allowed it to marinate and do all of those things for longer periods of time so that the food tastes better and it turns out better, right? So I want you to think about that when it comes to your own life and your own goals. Think about the intermediate goals that you must follow in order to get your desired result. Okay, Gemini? That's how we're gonna end your reading. If you like my style, like, share, and subscribe. Okay, definitely leave a comment for me below. I'd love to interact with you guys. I'd love to know who's watching my channel. And I just stopped by to remind you guys how vital your healing is to your self-care and how essential your self-care is to your soul. Bye, Gemini.